Okay. Welcome tonight. I think we're live. I hope we are. We're going to go over some new material with you tonight. The first thing I want to make you aware of, we're doing a dual presentation on Eden's Pulse and Millennial Health tonight. To make you aware of a change that we've made. The old annual fee was $99 a year. It's now $49 a year, and you get 21-week samples of our best-selling products. So you'll have these that you can take yourself or give out for samples. I know some of you have given out whole bottles to people. This will make it a lot more economical to do that. And on the website, you can now order 1-week samples, a single pack at a time, or 10 packs at a time. And you might want to do that for a couple of these for this reason. I'll make you aware of this first. Most of you know about the longevity formula. It's been out about 5 months, maybe, something like that, 6 months. We have collected testimonials, and of our first 12 testimonies, I think 11 are already posted on the website under, you click on the bottle of longevity formula and there'll be testimonies. We have averaged about 30 to 33% drop in blood sugar in type 1 and type 2 diabetics, which is, type 1s is kind of remarkable. Type 2 I expected, but the type 1s are a big surprise. The thing that you may not know, and if you click on the bottle, it will give you a link to all 6 ingredients in the product. And when we're finished here in a few minutes, I'll take you back and show you what we've done. We grow 2 of those 6 ingredients right here in the building. And the others, the amazing thing about the 2 we grow and the 1 that we source, when you look at the ingredients, the calcium, the magnesium, the protein, the vitamin C, the iron, the trace minerals, the amino acids, all of the things that are combined, it's pretty amazing how much we were able to get in that one product. And we tested the spinach, the longevity spinach by itself, and it does have some benefits, but the combination of those 6 ingredients have kicked it into another complete gear. So you do get some of that in your sample pack. These are for you tonight, don't forget them. So we have those available, and it's an easy way to say, here, try this, see if it works for you, see if you like it, see if it helps, and you can find other people that would like to be involved. I am making a call tomorrow to the Oklahoma Junior Diabetic Association, who have said through one of our affiliates that they want to participate with us in sharing this formula with their client base, which was pretty exciting. If that works, and we'll let you know when we find out what's going on, then that would be easy to do in other states. So anyway, we also have, since we met last, put together our joint formula. The joint formula is hyaluronic acid, vitamin C, and a very special blend of curcumin. If you know about turmeric, the extract of turmeric that gets the benefit for inflammation, anti-inflammatory, is curcumin. This curcumin has been tested by the FDA and has been proven in their test to have 15,000 times more bioavailability than standard curcumin. What they did is they took blood serum tests to see what was in there. They did regular curcumin, saw how much transferred into the blood. Then a few days later did another blood serum test, did this one that's in here, 15,000 times more bioavailable. Remarkable from the FDA. So that's a new one we just came out with. The other thing that's developed in Eden's Pulse is we now have figured out how to institute coupon codes. What that means is, and we've just done a couple for Darren, you have a group that's wanting to raise money for a mission trip or for a community project or whatever it might be. And by the way, the Junior Diabetic Association, we're setting them up tomorrow for this. You put the coupon code in, and what's one of yours? Shiloh? Shiloh. It's a youth camp?
Yeah, it's a youth camp right over here. Our kids go every summer. They needed they're needing more fundraisers. And I've talked to them off and on about being affiliated. I really don't need anything to do. But when the coupon code kicked in, it's like, hey, I can set you up on my account with a coupon code, and you don't get as much of a discount for whatever you set up. You get more of the kickback on the fundraising thing. And so that's something. Like, yeah, let's do that.
So they put the word out through their newsletter, through their website. Hey, go to this website, use this code, and you'll get a discount. So we've set the discount up for their customers. Then we've set up a revenue share with the nonprofit. Darren still gets his commission. Everything works. Everybody's happy. So we figured out how to do that. We now have 4. As of tomorrow, we'll have 4 of those in operation. We have to get this kind of paperwork so Kathy's happy and doesn't get upset with me. But anyway, we can school you on how to do that. So yeah, keep us all clean. So the short version on Eden's Pulse is this. We've lowered the accounting fee. We're giving you 10 one-week samples of product. We have new formulas out. We have testimonies posted to the webpage of their effectiveness. And you can now use coupon codes to set up, target specific groups of individuals if you'd like to do that. Okay? That's Eden's Pulse. Now, if you have questions, I'm sorry to do this, but because we're recording, if you would save your questions to the end, I'll go back and review this for you. Because I want to make sure we have time to go through the next section. So hopefully I was clear enough. By the way, one thing that I didn't mention, we've had a conversation just before we went live on the website that many people are getting benefit from the Garden Nectar, which is our liquid mineral blend. A daily dose of the minerals is also in this. So when you take this, you're also getting your minerals. It's in there. Okay, so let's move on to light therapy for a few minutes. Some things that we have discovered. Have any of you ever heard of pulsed electromagnetic frequencies? Okay. PEMF is the industry term. It's been around since the 70s, became popular in the 90s. There's over 2,000 university studies on pulsed electromagnetic frequency. Recently, a friend came to me and said, hey, can you make me whatever? And I said, well, I'll try. And we figured out how to do it, and I've made him a system. And as a result of that, we found that we were able to modify some of our pieces and add some new pieces that I want to share with you tonight that are able to combine our light therapy with our frequencies along with the pulsed electromagnetic frequencies. Now, I found a site today that lists the benefits, and these are all pretty standard on most of the websites, but it reduces pain, reduces inflammation, increases range of motion when you use it in joints. It's faster functional recovery, reduces muscle loss after surgery, increases tensile strength in ligaments, faster healing for skin wounds, enhanced capillary formation, acceleration of nerve regeneration, decreases tissue necrosis when you have tissue that's not healing and starting to decay. So that, when I saw that, I thought, man, that's just exactly a good companion for what we're doing. And it works by creating coils that you pass a current through, and then you hit it with certain pulses and frequencies. And this was our first sample pad that we had made, which turned out all right, works fine. I'll get this up out of here. All right, so this is the first one we had made, which you can use in your shoulders, your hips, you know, it's got Velcro, you can wrap it around. So after we did this one, then we had these made, and this has a washable cover that comes with it, so you can zip it off, throw it in the washer, and clean it, and put it back on, and it's ready to go. We also have a full body pad in the other room. I didn't want to bring it in and kind of make this crazy. So we had it tested by the gentleman who formulated the engineering for us, and our pads use a square wave that's pulsed at 25% duty cycle, 12.5%, 25%, and 50% duty cycle, which means it's as it goes on and off, you create these different waves. From that, we were able to find something else. We figured how to put, here it is, that same technology into our wand. Now this is the old wand, pretty simple, straightforward, but we were able to put a coil inside around the crystal and pulse the energy through the coil. So you're not only getting the light, you're not only getting the frequency, the pulsing of the light, you're also getting the pulsed electromagnetic field from the coil around the crystal. Now, people who are much more sensitive than I with energy, two of them in particular have tested these and said this is far more powerful than this. I have to say, for the first time, because these guys, they're kind of spooky to me, you know, they say, oh, that's powerful. Okay, great. I don't feel anything. The way I tell is if the next day, if my thumb doesn't hurt so bad, then I know that it's doing its job. But the other day when we did our first one of these, I put it on my thumb right here where I have some real pain issues. And I started pulsing on the inside of my middle finger. Never happened with anything else that I've ever used on it. And for the first time, I've used creams and gels and electricity and our laser and our lights. I've used all of these things and have never really seen the relief I wanted. This one I have. I've started seeing a decreased pain in my thumb, first time in 10 years. So I'm pretty excited about this one. Wow. And we were able to do the same for, let's see, this one. With our, I don't know if you can see that, with our RGB wand, we were able to do a pulsed electromagnetic field on this one as well. And then, this is kind of the coup de grace for me, because most of you are familiar with the Theralumen. Theralumen is, I won't get this on camera, but it's right here. That puts out specific frequencies under specific light with UV and amber or UV and red. And that allows the cleaning of the blood. It takes care of lots of issues with fungus, mold, yeast, bacteria in the blood. Well, we have been able to do the same thing for the SpectraBrite. I don't know if you can grasp that, what that means right off the top of your head, but this unit is several $1,000s. We've been able to do this with the coils, PEMF, which is an improvement, for several $100s. And it goes on the same SpectraBrite unit. That is a big step, which means basically for the same price, a little bit more, you get that unit included in this one along with the others. So we have packaged this now. The SpectraBrite basic unit is the box. You get one of these and one of these in the basic unit. In the advanced unit, which is just a few $100s more, you'll get the tricolored LED, you'll get the sublingual, this one, you'll get a pulsed electromagnetic field pad, and there's one other thing you get. I can't remember what it is. But anyway, we think that's a huge improvement in combining technology and adding pulsed electromagnetic frequency to the package. It's going to give us a lot more value, bang for the buck. I had a lady just an hour before the meeting time call me from California, wanted to know if she sold 5 of these, would I fly out there and train them? And she thinks she has 5 of these sold and wants me to come right away. She didn't even know about the other stuff that's available. So the short version is, as we have grown and experimented and learned from what you've told us when you've used the instruments, the equipment that we have, by combining them into a more compact platform, we've been able to get a lot more value put into the system. There are some, the full body pad, I'll get one in here a little bit to show you. But the combination of those 3 technologies all being in the same general direction of anti-inflammatory, less pain, stronger bones, we're pretty excited about that. Let's see, there's one other thing I wanted to share with you before we stop and take some questions. Oh, the other one is we've been able to, well, it's one of these here. Let me see which one it is. This one. We've been able to create not just only the red, the pulsing, the frequencies, the PEMF, but we've been able to put an infrared LED in this as well. The color here is only to let you know it's working. The real benefit to this one is the infrared because you can't see infrared. But we have both of those combined in one wand. So there are about 4 or 5 or 6 new formations, new pieces that we've been able to create. And it appears that all of them are going to be more effective than their predecessor. Okay? So let me think to be sure before I stop, take questions, because I may let this run for a few questions. Okay, I think that will do for the basic introduction. So if you have any questions, we could do a few of those. I'll repeat them for the... Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that afterwards. Yeah. I want to turn the air off if you want.
If you already have the SpectraBrite, what does it cost to upgrade your system?
We'll go over cost in a few minutes after we close the video. Any other questions before we pause for a minute?
The pad it's not light, it's vibrations, right? Am I correct?
This is magnetic.
It's magnetic.
Yes, electromagnetic field.
Okay.
The electromagnetic field has been shown, as I said, in those 2,000 university studies to be anti-inflammatory, strengthen your bones, strengthen healing in your ligaments, and all those kinds of things. That's pretty well-known science.
Okay.
But by combining it with the light therapy, we think it's going to be even better. Okay. All right, I'm going to end the broadcast, and then we'll